Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So Victor Strand is one of my favorite characters in Fear the Walking Dead. I think he's really interesting and I am happy that he's made it all the way from Season 1 to Season 6. I mean, years and years ago, I never would have guessed that he would have made it this far, but I'm definitely happy about it. He is the only character other than Alicia that has been in every season of Fear the Walking Dead. I think he's a very fascinating character. He's very intelligent. I really enjoy the actor's performance. I think the actor Coleman Domingo has a lot of charisma and he's really talented. I mean, he's directed episodes. As far as the acting goes, he just nails it every time. I really enjoy his presence and I'm glad that the show has kept him and has kept him this long. Hopefully he'll survive the whole series because I honestly think he should. Plus, they're running out of OG Season 1 characters, so they should probably hang on to the few that they have left. But yeah, Strand is really interesting. He's a bit of a his morals throughout the show have been questionable. He started off as sort of a morally gray, out for himself. He doesn't necessarily care if people around him get killed. He's really just in it for himself. He wants to win. He wants to survive. If bad things happen, he tries to manipulate the situation to his advantage. He's a bit of a cockroach. I mean, he survives. That's his main goal, is survival. Even when things are going crazy, even when the world had first ended, he was figuring it out, and he managed to smooth talk his way out of getting out of a cell and freeing Nick Clark. And he's good at reading people. He's good at determining if someone can help him or not. He uses people. He used to be a con man. That was his profession, was a con man. And he's good at manipulating people and figuring people out and reading the situation and figuring out, how to get what he wants, how to get out of something. If he's stuck in a situation, he figures out how to get out of it. He's really, really smart. And he's developed over the course of the series. In the first few seasons, he was definitely very much all about himself, very much out for himself, although he did start caring about other characters. He cared about Nick, he cared about Madison. He and Madison definitely had a close bond in the first few seasons, and they learned to really care about each other. And he's changed a lot. He during Season 4 and Season 5, he really started to join Morgan's cause and join the cause of helping people and doing the right thing and helping others. And he has been trying really hard to do the right thing. Now, with the end of Season 5, with Virginia and the Pioneers taking over and splitting the characters apart from each other and taking over everything and having their own rules and pretty much being the villains of the story, Strand sort of went back to his old tactics, his old roots. And he told Daniel and everyone, and Daniel still struggles with trusting him, although currently Strand and Daniel are on good terms, but their dynamic has definitely been rocky throughout the show. Daniel has almost killed Strand multiple times. Daniel has a hard time trusting Strand, but Strand was telling Daniel and others, look, I got this, we're going to win, we're going to beat Virginia and the Pioneers, but, I'm going to pretend like I'm on her side, and I'm going to mess things up from the inside out, operate on the inside level and make things crumble, and we're going to win this overall. And Strand ended up being right. Strand ended up being a badass, and he ended up pretty much getting Virginia's own people against her and rallying them to his cause and basically taking over, and that was just really awesome, really badass, really, really Victor Strand, he's awesome, and I think he's one of the best characters. And Season 6 is almost over, so I'm pretty sure he's going to survive Season 6 and make it to Season 7. Like I said, he really needs to survive the series. He's just too important, and he's an OG, and he's awesome, and I feel like there's still a lot of story left for him. There's still more potential for the character. And as far as, is he going to end up betraying the group? Is he going to betray Morgan? Is he going to betray Alicia? I don't think he will. I don't think he's ever going to truly betray them. He's always going to be Strand. He's always going to have his own way of doing things, just like how he had his own way of overthrowing Virginia and Virginia's group. But it ended up working. I mean, yeah, John Dory got killed, but Strand had no control over that. He didn't know that Virginia had a psycho for a daughter. That wasn't Strand's fault. Other than that, I mean, Strand's plan worked out perfectly. It worked out perfectly. His strategy worked out really well in Season 6. He basically saved a lot of Morgan's group and made a big difference, just operating from the inside and whatnot. And I think he's really interesting and awesome. And I do think that he has become a much better person, and he hasn't forgotten Morgan's cause. He still wants to help people. He still wants to redeem himself and make a positive difference. But, I mean, he's always going to be a little slippery. I mean, you know, Daniel almost killed him because he thought that Strand had stolen a bunch of guns just because Strand had snuck one gun into the camp for his own safety. He broke a rule and had a gun when he shouldn't have had a gun. He smuggled in a gun for himself. But overall, he didn't take guns or anything. He didn't take the guns like Daniel thought he did. So Strand is always going to be a little slippery. You know, he has his own style. He has his own way of doing things. But overall, I think that he's a good person, and he's going to continue to redeem himself. So I think that Strand is going to stay as a protagonist. He is loyal to Alicia. He is, I mean, probably more so Alicia than everyone else, because he and Alicia are very close. They've been through a lot together. But I mean, he's close to Morgan. He's close to Daniel. He's pretty much a good person. Like I said, he has his own slippery, you know, ways of doing things, but at the end of the day, Strand is a good person, and I think he's going to continue to be a good person. I don't think he's ever going to truly regress back to his season 1 all out for, you know, all in it for himself. You know, I think that he's going to continue to grow as a person and be a good person, but you know, he's still going to have his own style and his own tactics because he's Victor Strand. But yeah, I don't think he's ever going to betray the group. I think if they tried to have the character do that, that would be kind of cheap and it just wouldn't work very well. So I think that Strand is going to stay as a protagonist. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and as always, don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now we are at 906 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 1,000 in the next few weeks. So just remember, every subscriber counts. Every bit of support matters and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 1,000. Anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.